What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing quick numbers video. I'd like to give you guys the numbers after the fights as much as they come in. Gennady, and no guys, Golovkin versus Kell Brook turned out to be a good fight. 5th round stoppage. Shout out to Golovkin on the victory. Kell Brook held his own, definitely did good things, especially since a lot of people thought he was going to blow out. However, the numbers did come back, and according to the Nelson's report, this did 843,000 views for Golovkin Brook. And I think that's great numbers because you have to look at it. That's the average, and that fight happened in the afternoon. So with that being said, the afternoon is an awkward time because the fight took place in the UK, London O2 Arena, and there's some people that are still at work. It's a Saturday afternoon. That's not the typical HBO prime time for a fight, but obviously if it's like Klitschko Fury or somewhere in Germany or Manchester or those types of fights, they come on earlier. So I think that's a very strong number. Shows Golovkin does have marketability. His team's doing a great job as far as promoting him and getting him exposure. This is another sellout in terms of the venue in London. I don't know how much of that was to Kell Brook because the crowd was packed, and we all know the British are very loyal. You know what I mean? The Brits are holding it down. Shout out to the UK, man. They're holding it down when it comes to this boxing thing. Very loyal. So I do think a lot of those fans are Kell Brook, but a lot of people might want to see Golovkin. And I mean, Golovkin's been selling out venues in the States too. So maybe it was a combination of both, but I definitely think Kell Brook in this fight happening there made it sell out quicker, you know what I mean? Because the UK fans are just loyal no matter what, you know what I mean? I expect a good showing for the Anthony Corolla fight versus Jorge Linares. It's just, I mean, they got the juice right now. The UK fans, I still remember the Ricky Hatton fight with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd was the hometown, that was his adopted home, second home in Las Vegas, and Ricky Hatton fans were acting a fool, like, we're not gonna take it, and they had bands and they were just doing it up, trumpets, and they were really backing up. I mean, he got knocked out, but they were still in full effect. So I think there were great numbers for Golovkin and Kell Brook. It was a fun fight. 2 of the 3 judges had Kell Brook up. A lot of people thought that there were some things that were exposed, and I don't know how many times, I'm sick of talking about this. You can be exposed and still win a fight, right? It's like me personally, I think when I look at Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez, those first 3 fights, Marquez exposed him. That's me personally. I think he was exposed, and Pacquiao won all 3 of those fights. Because exposed, I don't know. I can't speak for anyone. I'm just talking about when I think. The reason I say Marquez exposed Pacquiao is because Pacquiao had previously been like a tank, you know what I mean? Fights like Eric Morales, I mean, it was just looking bad, you know what I mean? Guys like Marco Antonio Barrera and guys like that, they weren't getting, Marquez got knocked down 3 times in the first round, in the very first fight, 3 times. And he came back to fight to a draw. Now there was an incorrect tally on the scorecard, but bottom line is Marquez was game and got back up, start getting back to work. So to me, in the previous Pacquiao fights, it exposed some things about Pacquiao, what he's good at, what his kryptonite is. So I mean, that's the same thing with the Kell Brook. And you guys can get mad, but the reason people are saying that, it's not just one demographic of people saying it. Even the trainer Abel Sanchez says he got a little gung-ho and he got a little sloppy. Tom Loeffler says, hopefully since Golovkin got hit, that'll encourage and give people courage to want to fight him. So everyone's talking about it. It's not just me saying this thing. So people are taking this out of context. I'm not taking away from Golovkin, he got the win. But certain vulnerabilities were exposed by a welterweight. I mean, take it what you want. It reminds me of Mario Brothers, like video games in general. But let's say Mario Brothers. Let's say there's one part of the level you're trying to figure out how to jump across from point A to get across. There's no bridge and you have to figure out how to get across. And let's say you try and you almost get it, but you still fall into the pit and it's game over. So you die, your character Mario, or whatever happens, and you die, right? Even though you didn't successfully perform that jump, maybe watching it and watching what you did and how close you came gave you an idea for the next time you go at that jump. And that's what, to me, can be exposed. Like, there's been plenty of times when I'm playing a video game and I see, like, and I might not be successful. I'm like, fuck, and I still died. But I'm like, oh shit, I just noticed that. there's a little thing and you jump on that block with the question mark and you run full speed and then you do it, you know what I mean? And then you figure out how to do it. So it is what it is. Very solid numbers for Golovkin. Shout out to Kell, Brook, and Golovkin. I think Kell, Brook can bounce back strong. He's saying 154. Maybe he can go back down to 47, but that doesn't look like until, I think Eddie Hearn said spring or summer of 2017. He definitely has to fully heal. His eye socket was broken, but definitely good numbers. The re-air of Golovkin when it came on at night did an extra 593,000, which is a solid number, but there's no way to determine how many of those views were repeat that watched it in the afternoon and watched it again with friends or whatnot. So we don't know, but close to 1,800,000 and change to 1,000,000. That's what Golovkin normally does. So I don't see a drop in star power or anything. And then also on the Roman Chocolatito Carlos Cuadras title fight, 4th division for Roman Chocolatito, he was successful. I don't think it necessarily should have been a unanimous decision, but it was still a fun fight, and that did 833,000. So definitely the promotional push from the network is apparent because these guys are popular and they're doing great numbers. And it kind of makes it hard for like the Canelos and people like that to say, oh, who has he fought? Because Golovkin's consistently doing packed houses at venues. He's consistently doing about 1 million. I mean, this is just under it, but it also happened in the afternoon. And then when you average probably some of the close to 600,000 people that watched when it was re-aired, you know what I mean? That's over 1 million. So again, you can't decipher how many people watched it twice, but it's still in line with what he's been doing on regular HBO. The only time Golovkin's really absolutely flopped was when he did the pay-per-view with David Lemieux. But other than that, his star power is there, so it makes it hard for guys like Canelo to say, oh, he doesn't bring nothing to the table. Canelo is the A side, but Golovkin's very popular, you know what I'm saying? And then they're doing a great job marketing him and Chocolatito. Let me know what you guys think of this viewership on HBO. I think they're great numbers, especially considering the time. If this was a primetime fight, we didn't have to pay pay-per-view, so it was overall a good night of boxing. I even enjoyed the Jesus Soto Caras versus Kama guy. Soto Caras, I can see that he was starting to unravel, but all in all, 3 good fights in one day. Shout out to HBO Boxing. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.